Chicago Bears Now is presented by Roan. Make sure to upgrade your wardrobe for this fall with Roan, RHONE.com/chat sports. That code chat sports gets you 20% off at checkout. All right, guys, I'm Harrison Graham. We got a loaded show coming up here on Chicago Bears Now. Mike Evans, is he on the trade block? Well, he and the Bucs aren't progressing on a new deal. Could the Bears get him eventually? We'll explore that. Jaquan Brisker, he participated in Monday's practice. Is he healthy? Is he going to play on Sunday against the Packers? And then finally, Ryan Poles, he was a busy man on Labor Day weekend, attended 4 college football games as he has already begun his scouting for the 2024 NFL Draft. Any context clues to pick up on who he might be interested in? We'll dive into that as well. But first, it's Packers Hate Week. Get the FGBs going in the comments all week long on social media. Hashtag FGB on Twitter. And I'll be trying to retweet all of you guys. If you tag me in it, I'll definitely retweet you at HGramNFL. Get the FGBs popping in the comments section. All right, Mike Evans, could he be on the move? Well, Evans and the Bucs have not progressed on a new contract, according to multiple reports. And Saturday appears to be a deadline. This coming in from Jordan Schultz, that 4-time Pro Bowler Mike Evans and the Bucs have not had any communication the last few days. I'm told they will make one last effort toward the end of the week. Evans has set a Saturday deadline. Now, obviously, Evans is a great player, right? And, you know, producer Rolly and I were talking about this before the show. Like, do we talk about this guy enough? I mean, through 9 seasons, he has almost 700 catches, over 10,000 yards, 81 touchdowns, 15 yards per catch. He's always been a big-time vertical downfield threat in that Bucs offense. He's never had less than 1,000 yards. 9 years, 9 1,000-yard seasons. I mean, he is the epitome of consistency, and quite frankly, is probably going to the Hall of Fame. I mean, he's been that good, and I'm not sure he gets the credit that he deserves, for being completely honest. Now, when you think about the here and the now, right, when it comes to Mike Evans in Chicago, it probably doesn't make sense, right? DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, that's a trio that Poles and this coaching staff wants to evaluate together. You know, depth pieces, Tyler Scott, Velus Jones as well. You know, I'm not saying Mike Evans isn't better than Mooney and Claypool. I think he is, but they're obviously a lot younger and they're being evaluated this year, so I don't think you would make a trade for Evans at this time right now. But if he hits free agency next year, like say Saturday comes and goes, no new deal, and Evans just plays this year out and he hits free agency, remember, Mooney and Claypool are both free agents. What if both underwhelm? And the Bears are like, we're not going to keep either of those guys long term. Then maybe you could make a play for Mike Evans. I wouldn't necessarily predict that. He is going to be 31 this offseason. He wants a lot of money, so it's hard to know, but a lot of different factors. How does Evans play this year? How does Mooney and Claypool play this year? What do the Bears want to do in the draft at the wide receiver position next to DJ Moore? So I would never say never. I don't think it's completely impossible, but I do think a trade right now is basically zero. I just think a lot of other teams make way more sense than Chicago right now. Now, pick one of these receivers for 2024. We know DJ Moore is going to be here, but all 3 of these players are set to be free agents. If you could only have one, who would you pick? If you want Mike Evans, type ME, Mike Evans. If you want Darnell Mooney, type DM. If you'd rather have Chase Claypool, type CC. Let us know, Bears fans, who would you pick for the 2024 season? Okay, let's talk injury news. Jaquan Brisker, really more injury rumors. Still some uncertainty here as he did practice on Monday. Now it was a light practice, no pads. They did some 7-on-7 stuff, so not a ton going on there. But both he and Matt Eberflus have hinted toward him playing this week, so we'll get you caught up on the latest in just a moment. But I do want to show our sponsor, Roan, some love. Men's closets were due for a radical reinvention, and Roan has stepped up to the challenge with their commuter collection. It's the most comfortable, breathable, and flexible set of products known to man, and here's why. They help you get ready for any occasion, this commuter collection does, as it offers the most comfortable pants, dress shirts, quarter zips, polos, and a whole lot more. You're never going to have to worry about what to wear as long as you check out Roan's commuter collection. Having that mobility is so important, whether you're going to happy hour, work, the golf course. You want to be comfortable. You want to feel good. And Roan makes you look good and feel good. And with their Gold Fusion anti-odor technology, you're going to be smelling good as well. That's absolutely fantastic. Smell fresh, feel clean, look clean as well. That's never been a challenge. Plenty of clothing companies out there are going to make you look good, but feeling comfortable, feeling good is awesome as well. And you know what else other companies don't have with their dress clothes? Machine washable clothing. I could throw this polo in the washing machine, air dry it, and I'm good to go. So go check it out, roan.com/chatsports. Get 20% off. Tons of different variety of clothing available for you guys. RHONE.com/chatsports. That code chatsports gets you 20% off. Okay, here's Jaquan Brisker on Monday, and I do think just context clues, him talking after practice is a good sign for his chances of playing, I think. Here's what he said in terms of Bears versus Packers week 1. He said, I'm waiting. I'm itching. It's Packers week, so I know it's going to be live in the stadium. Fans will be everywhere. It's going to be loud. People hate Green Bay. I hate Green Bay. I can't wait. They didn't get to see me last year, but they're going to see me this year. Does that sound like a guy who's not playing, especially the end of that sentence? They're going to see me this year. Now, look, the Bears play the Packers again, so I guess he could be referring to Week 18. But I got to think Brisker's going to try and get out there, right? Like, it just makes sense for him if he's, even 90% healthy to give it a go, because this Week 1 game is so critical, as we've talked about throughout the offseason. Now, the guys who have been mentioned in the injury realm as of late, we won't get the official first injury report until Wednesday, but Jaquan Brisker obviously had the helmet on Monday. That's a good sign. Eddie Jackson, who Flus loosely mentioned, he came back to practice last week. Did something happen? I'm not sure. I believe he practiced yesterday, so I think we're okay there. Dylan Cole did not have the helmet. I think he's the one guy for Week 1 that you're probably like, okay, he's not going to play. Then we're still in wait-and-see mode on Brisker. And then Flus went out of his way when it came to Nate Davis on ESPN 1000 earlier today, basically saying he should play. Like, they're excited where he's at, where he's progressed. So sounds like Nate Davis will be out there. And if that's the case, the only projected starting offensive lineman, at least going into the offseason, that won't play would be Tevin Jenkins, who, of course, is on injured reserve. We'll talk NFL draft, Ryan Poles here in just a moment, but join us on Sunday, 3:15 Central Time, for our Bears-Packers watch party. First regular season watch party of the year. Will be live for every single game, all 17 games, hopefully more for the playoffs, starting this week. Hour and 10-minute pregame show, 3:15 this Sunday. Be there or be square. We're going to have a lot of fun. Pregame show, full play-by-play analysis. We'll have a post-game stream as well. Do not miss out as Justin Fields takes on Jordan Love. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. Full coverage leading up to kickoff throughout the week here on Chicago Bears Now. Okay, 2024 draft prep already beginning as Ryan Poles leaves no stone unturned. He went to several games and put on that scouting cap this weekend for really the real opening weekend of college football, which is Labor Day. I know there was week 0 last week, but this is the real one. He was at East Carolina and Michigan on Saturday. Of course, Michigan took care of business there. Several notable players for the Wolverines that could go early in this draft. Took a flight to Charlotte, South Carolina, North Carolina. Producer Roley was there. He'll have some scouting reports on Thursday's live show, so stay tuned for that as the Tar Heels took care of business. LSU, Florida State on Sunday. What an impressive showing by the Seminoles, by the way. Then how about Duke hammering Clemson last night? He was also at that game as well. And, some notable draft prospects from these 4 games that Poles attended. I think we got to mention the quarterbacks, right? Because if Justin Fields doesn't work out this year, you got to be ready to go just in case that happens. Drake May, one of the top QBs in this class. J.J. McCarthy, who I thought played really well from Michigan. Riley Leonard, who's getting some round 1 buzz, was a little inconsistent throwing the ball last night, but obviously he led Duke to an impressive win. I thought Spencer Rattler played pretty well for South Carolina, but that offensive line got obliterated. Keon Coleman for Florida State. If Mooney and Claypool don't work out, this kid, he's going to be a stud, I think. Malik Neighbors out of LSU is another receiver that Poles watched. Zach Center, if you want to add some interior offensive line help there from Michigan. Mason Smith, yes, that's 2 A's in Mason, the defensive tackle out of LSU. Also Michigan defensive tackle Chris Jenkins. And then how about Jared Verse, edge out of Florida State? I mean, if I had to pick one guy right now I'd like to see the Bears get, it might be him, because that's the one position long-term that you still have questions about. All right, who's your dream draft pick for 2024? We'll kind of do some draft stuff throughout the season as college football goes on. And yes, I can see the comments now. The shambles have gone away a little bit, but yeah, TCU lost. I get it. I saw your DMs. Shout out to Colorado. I thought they played really well. Let us know who your dream draft pick is for 2024, and we'll keep you up to date throughout the season. All right, that's going to do it for today's show. Again, a watch party live on Sunday, 3:15 Central Time. Bears, Packers. We're going to be promoting it all week. Do not miss out. We'll be back with another video later this afternoon, so subscribe and join us then.